Hey everyone, my name is Pat Cohan, bringing you the first ever THS88 Director's Cut, a new series where athletic directors from across the state of Texas share experiences, tips, tricks with their peers to help elevate our association as a whole. This first episode features Laura Keahey from McKinney ISD, who shares 3 ways Google makes her life easier every day. This is definitely going to be an episode you want all your assistants and possibly your coaches to watch to make sure they're most efficient in their Google Sheets. Our partner for this episode is Honest Game, an educational software company that ensures schools can proactively plan students' academic eligibility for college sports. If you're interested in learning more, check out honestgame.com. Lastly, if you haven't already done so, follow us on X at official THS88. This is where we're going to post the latest news, region meeting schedules, upcoming conferences or workshops, and so much more. And now, without further ado, the THS88 Director's Cut.
Hi, I'm Laura Keahey. I'm Assistant Athletic Director for McKinney ISD. So I'm going to show you 3 things that we've used Google to help us every day. This is our athletic department website, and on the side we have this Booster Club tab. I created Google Forms, one for each campus for each type of form. We embedded it here in the website. And so if you are going to accept donations, let's say for a pitching machine at McKinney High School, you could go to the gift acceptance form, click that. It's going to take that Booster Club member straight to this form. They're going to fill it out. And then we use a Google add-in known as Form Publisher. And I found this several years ago. Form Publisher is great. It will take those responses and it will create a template for you to display the responses. And then you can customize it to go to exactly who needs to see it for that campus and that type of activity approval or gift acceptance form. So we use this a lot. So the second thing I'm going to show you is we use surveys using Google Forms. We send an end of season survey to every single sport, every single grade level in the district, and we're collecting those responses. So you can imagine with 3 high schools and 5 middle schools, the sheer number of responses that we are getting in, they're all very valuable, but it can be overwhelming to try to capture that data and analyze it. So one thing I found completely by accident, you can see here, this is my response sheet, and I have a tab, let's say this one is for our Evans Middle School boys soccer. These are their kids' responses to the survey. And if you go to data, column stats, you get this pane right here on the side that you're seeing. And I have hidden our question row, but if you make sure and ignore your heading row, then it will return the exact number of responses for any particular category. And I know you can accomplish the same thing with filtering, but with filtering, you're having to click every single one and change out your screen to get to capture the number of responses. So this is a one-stop shop. I can see that with this particular survey, I had 16 8th grade boys, I had 15 7th grade boys that responded. And then as I go to my questions, this question might be something like, do you feel that your overall experience in your sport was positive? And they have 4 options: agree, somewhat disagree, and then disagree. I can quickly come over here and see all of our responses are pretty positive, and 24 of them overwhelmingly agree. So you can imagine, as depending on the questions you ask, you're able to capture that data very quickly. I record it into a template, and then I send that back off to our athletic director and our campus coordinators so that they have some feedback on their programs. All right, the third thing I'm going to show you is a little bit advanced. It's a query formula that I use in Google to try to help narrow down some information. So this spreadsheet is one where I collect all of the trainings for all of our coaches in the entire district. I know we all have different trainings we have to keep up with based on our state requirements. So instead of having my campus coordinators have to filter through every single response that I've put in here, I have created a query, and you can see that query in the master line right here. So the query, what it does is it pulls information. You tell it where to pull that information from. So I give it the title of that first tab, which is the master list. I tell it the range of information we're going to pull, which is the A2 through J, that's the columns. And then I'm going to narrow this one down. This one is for our McKinney High School. So I'm going to tell it where column E is MHS, which is McKinney. And then we're going to put it in alphabetical order. We want to make this as easy as possible for our coordinators to quickly look and see if their people are compliant. The other thing I've done is I've put in place some conditional formatting. You can see that some people have passed both portions. It's turned green. And then there's some people with some blanks that haven't had a chance to complete that training yet. So on the master list, let's say I've got this individual who's now completed their online training. I change it to passing, and as I do, it turns green. So you're just creating two things really quickly. The query will pull all the information specific to a campus, and then the conditional formatting just makes it really pop at your eyeball if they have not done what they're supposed to do yet. All right, well, these are 3 tips that I've used to help me be more efficient in my work. I hope that you can find them useful too. I'm Laura Keahey from McKinney ISD. Good luck this next school year.